Hey, it's 2 a.m. in the morning right now. It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite movies, films. Yes. So, today I'm going to be doing my second review of the day, and that would be I'm Still Here. Or in Portuguese, it's. Hold on, let me check. Ainda Estou Aqui. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but yeah, Ainda Estou Aqui. I'm still here. So this is a new film from Brazil, and it is written and directed by Walter Salles, and it got nominated for not only Best International Picture, but also Best Picture. Oh my god! More international films are getting nominated for Best Picture. That is good news. If you are an English speaker and you take advantage of the fact that there are a lot of English speaking movies in the mainstream and refuse to watch non English movies, then please watch more non English movies. And yeah, some people may argue, ooh, the Oscars is American, so it should stay American. Well, then please explain why so many British films also get nominated. They're British, they're not American. So, by that standard, you should watch films in other languages. Okay, anyways, I digress. Let's talk about I'm Still Here. So, I watched 3 movies today, which is a lot. I woke up and the first thing I did is have breakfast and at the same time watch A Complete Unknown. And then I had lunch and then I went to downtown LA to Regal LA Live to watch I'm Still Here. The movie ticket was 6.25 bucks. $6 movie ticket. That's rare these days. AMC costs 20 something and Regal LA Live is letting you watch a movie for $6. I watched I'm Still Here and then I immediately took a bus back to my campus to watch Black Box Diaries, which is nominated for Best Documentary Feature. So yeah, I watched 3 freaking films today, back to back to back, and I skipped my classes in order to watch these films, and I finally completed the Best Picture nominees. Yeah, I finally finished it. I've seen all 10 movies nominated for Best Picture this year. So, hooray, congrats. And I'm also really tired right now after a long day of watching movies. But, anyways, I'm Still Here by Walter Salles. Walter Salles is also the same writer director behind the very critically acclaimed Centro do Brasil, or Central Station. I'm sorry. I don't. Do I look like I speak Portuguese? Come on now. And I'm Still Here is a political drama starring Fernanda Torres as the mother of a family, and in the midst of the military dictatorship of Brazil in the 1970s, her husband is disappeared by force, and now she has to live with the repercussions and the aftermath of that and sort of seek justice after that. So, yeah, political dramas, man. Political dramas. There have been a lot of amazing political dramas in 2024. Of course, aside from that, the first other movie I immediately think of is The Seed of the Sacred Fig, which is also about a dictatorship regime basically destroying a family. Except in The Seed of the Sacred Fig, it's the family being torn apart, and here it's also the family being torn apart, but the family is still like a family, still together. Um, but it immediately reminds me of The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and then there are also other very powerful political statements at the same time, like No Other Land, which I watched 2 days ago. So obviously, it is a year where a lot of political films are being made, and again, I just want to say that this is great. I like that more filmmakers are more aggressive in terms of making political films and political statements. I think it is a good trend. I think more people should do that, in fact. So this is fantastic. I forgot to mention that this movie also reminds me of Hou Xiaoxian's A City of Sadness. In fact, I think A City of Sadness is the film that's most similar to this one, as far as I can remember. Also, just a side note, completely unrelated to the story, but there are a lot of film references in this movie. So much so that it doesn't make a lot of sense. Actually, there's a lot of apparently the daughter character really likes Antonioni's blow up, which is hilarious, and it's funny because I remember being on a film set last year, and I was talking to this college freshman, this Chinese girl, who is a big fan of Antonioni's blow up, and she saw I'm Still Here with Q&A with Walter Salles, and she apparently uh, went up to the microphone and mentioned the blow up reference, and Walter Salles was like impressed that, oh, you know, blow up, that's crazy. But there's also so many other references in this film, from Godard's Le Chinois to Jacques Tati's Mon Oncle, which is so funny. There's just a Mon Oncle poster just casually laying on the ground in such a dramatic political film. So just want to point that out. And a good bulk of the first act of this film is slice of life. And I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I think a lot of the slice of life scenes are beautiful. It sets up the family dynamics really well. And then the act two happens, and it's heart wrenching. You sort of live with these characters and you get comfortable with them. And then the moment you see them suffer, get confused, you also suffer along with them. And there is a sequence in this movie where Fernanda Torres' character and her daughter are taken to a place to be questioned. This is easily one of the most harrowing sequences, if not the most, in the entire film. And also, I think one of the most important sequences in cinema in 2024. It's just so dehumanizing, so sad, so sudden, and you can't even process it. And that's how I think authoritarianism works, is that it just happens. And you just have to deal with this new change. And then we have Act 3, which I thought dragged on a little too long. Like, there are a few moments in the last act where I'm like, okay, that's where it ends, and then it keeps going. And that's where it ends, and then the movie continues. And then there's a section where we're at the 90s, and then I thought, oh, the 90s is going to be the end. And then we have a scene that takes place in the 2014. It keeps going again and again and again, but I do have to say that the ending, the final scene of the film, where Fernanda Torres' character has become very old and have become a senile elderly woman. That character, or that woman, is actually played by Fernanda Torres' mom, Fernanda Montenegro, who is in Central Station. And just her presence at the end of the film just means so much, just has such a powerful statement about family, about long lasting traditions. It's beautiful. And I think on a technical level, there isn't anything too special about I'm Still Here. I think the score is pretty typical, nothing too great or anything. The editing and the cinematography is very much um, trying to be naturalist, trying to be half Hollywood, half realism. A lot of handheld, shaky cam, lots of breathing, which I'm cool with, because I don't think that's the point of the film, anyways. But yeah, overall, this is a really powerful film. Some moments here made me emotional. Some moments are really beautiful, and um, yeah, I like that political dramas are getting subtle, and I think when you make a political drama and you try to make it big and full of action, you kind of mistell the story. That's not the right word. You're not telling the story truthfully, almost. If you approach political drama in a more subtle way, maybe through the lens of a family, I think it's so much more moving because it applies to all of us. So, yeah, I'm Still Here is really good. And before watching this film, I was rooting for Mikey Madison or Demi Moore for winning Best Actress. Now I'm rooting for Fernanda Torres. Yeah, I'm giving this a decent 8 out of 10. So have you watched I'm Still Here? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching.